Hello, thank you for joining in. Do you use pipes a lot? Do you have habit of using it everywhere possible because they make code look so much readable and easy to understand? If yes, this video might be interesting for you or something new that you'll learn. It might help you to avoid unwanted side effects while using pipes. Perhaps you might have already experienced this issue before. This video is inspired from a Stack Overflow question which I'll link in the description of the video. So this was the question. Basically, the user had a vector, a logical vector called as x, and they're trying to use pipes to get indices where the value is true and false. So let me explain it to you. Let's take this vector. So this is a logical vector x. Now I want to find the index of true values using pipe. So user does this, which gives them the correct index, which is 1, 2, 3 and 5, where true values are present. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 5 where true values are present. Now if we do the same for false, it gives us the same output, whereas the expected output was false, which is 4. So it returns the same output. Why is that so? The output which is expected is same as when we do this for true values and for false this, which is 4. But here when we use pipes, it gives us the same output as the true value. There's no difference between this first line and the second line. So this both line gives us the same output. Give it a minute, give it some thought. Maybe you'll come up with some answer which might be correct. So let's first understand how pipes work. Basically, the LHS of the pipe, the left hand side of the pipe, is the first argument to the function in the RHS. If that is confusing, let me explain it to you with an example. So when we use empty cast dataset and we group by cylinder CYL column, right? So it's now grouped by CYL. Now let's check the documentation of group by. In group by, the first argument is the data, and the next argument are the variables which we want to group by. Here in this code, we don't mention the data argument at all, right? It is passed from the LHS of the pipe, which is empty cars. So by default, the first argument of group by is LHS of the pipe. This argument is passed implicitly in group by. The argument which we pass here is actually the second argument. This 3 dots is what we are passing. Let's take sum of MPG column. See the documentation of summarize. Again, in summarize, we have the same data as first argument. And again, here we don't pass data argument at all. Why? Because it is understood that the first argument, which is data, is passed from LHS of the pipe, which is this part. So the grouped data of empty cast dataset is first argument of summarize. And mpg equal to sum mpg is the second argument in summarize here, which is dot dot dot. I hope this was clear, and if you have understood this concept of pipes, then it would be easy to understand why we get the same output for this line and this line. Now let's come back to the original question. When we are trying to use which here, what is happening is the first argument is of which function is already x, and whatever argument we are passing here is the second argument. So this is basically equivalent of if we don't use pipe, it becomes like this, which gives us 1 2 3 5. Now what it means is let us take a look at which documentation. So x equal to true is basically an argument to array.ind. So here dot equal to true is the second argument in the which function. Now similarly, when you do false, this is same as doing without pipes this. So we are changing input to array.indices this using x equal to false. The original x does not change at all. And since x is a vector here, any input to array.indices does not change the output behavior. Hence we get the same output for this value and this. So this is the default behavior of pipes that pass that the LHS of so this is the default behavior of pipe, that the LHS of the pipe is the first argument to the function which is at the RHS here, which is which. Now we can stop this default behavior by using curly braces. So if we use curly braces like this, the LHS of the pipe will not be the first argument to the function in the right hand side. So here you will get 1 2 3 5, and when you do false, you'll get 4, because now using this curly braces we are trying to stop the default behavior of pipes. However, you could just do which and then not x and which. There are a lot of instances in which pipe could have unexpected behavior, so it's better to understand how actually the pipes work, so that you know when you're using it in your functions what are the side effects of it, and you can tackle that accordingly. I hope this video was useful and it was something new for you to learn. If you have any suggestion or comments, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you soon.